Xander Bogaerts, obviously, with the season ending on Sunday, he spoke to Padres media members that were in Chicago following the Padres season finale, not just series finale, but season finale. And I guess he was asked about moving to first base because that has been brought up inside the Padres organization about him potentially moving there. And some Padres fans were not happy about what he said here. This is via Kevin Acee in the San Diego Union Tribune. I don't want that, Bogart said. I see it this way. Center field, shortstop, second base, that's the triangle. You start going to the corners, you're closer to the bench. I don't want to be too quick going to first. And my initial reaction to this was, I'm not happy about seeing this from Xander Bogaerts. Now, I understand, to be fair to Xander, if I was a shortstop, played it my whole career with the Red Sox, come over to the Padres, played pretty well defensively, I thought, this year at shortstop. I really did. I think Xander played pretty well at shortstop this year. Made some errors, but I thought he played pretty well. Is Ha-Seong Kim a better defensive shortstop? Probably. He's one of the best defenders in baseball. Does he have better range than Bogaerts? Probably. Yeah, probably a better fit at shortstop. But Ha-Seong Kim is a free agent at the end of the season of 2024. So does Bogaerts want to move to first base and then go back to shortstop? Or maybe he's like, well, if they move me to first base, I may never come off of first base. And he thinks in the second year of this contract, moving to first base, no, I'm the shortstop of this team. They brought me in to be the shortstop of this team. I was successful with the Red Sox being a shortstop, won a World Series as the shortstop, hit over 300 as a shortstop. Look at how I ended this season. Look how I started the 2023 season. Like, no, you gave me $280 million and you're going to move me after year one. I understand the frustration there that Xander Bogaerts might have about that, but it goes back to being a team player. You already got your money, Xander. You got $280 million from this team. That's more money than you would have received from any other team in baseball. Guarantee. Because that's why you signed here, right? You wanted to be back with Boston, but Boston didn't give you anything close to what you thought you deserved, and they didn't overpay for you like the Padres did with $280 million and an 11-year contract. You got your money. Go bat wherever Bob Melvin wants you to bat in the lineup. Wherever the Padres want to bat you in the lineup, go bat there. Because there was, remember, I think he said in spring training, maybe it was to Ben and Woods, about how he was fine with hitting anywhere but I think second is what he said. He said one of the spots in the order. It's like, dude, go bat wherever they want you to bat. You already got your money. You don't have to prove anything. You got your money. Shouldn't you just be all in on winning now? And, this year, you got your money still. Like next year, the money's there. The money is guaranteed for the rest of this contract. So I understand you don't want to move to first base. You haven't played first base, or maybe has in the past, but very few games. You don't really have experience there. But guess what? Jake Cronenworth, he moved to first base before he even got that contract. He was being a team player. He wants to win. He's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And Padres thought first base was the best, so he moved there. And I'm sure he'll be willing to move back to second base or move to another position if the Padres think that's the best thing, because he has his money. He wants the Padres to win. He wants to win. He's tired of this. And last year, yeah, there was success. But 2021, he was a part of that. 2023, he was a part of this. He wants to win consistently. And I hope that Xander Bogaerts wants to do that as well. And it's not just Xander Bogaerts, but like Manny's saying this year, we didn't just want it bad. We didn't want it as bad as some other teams. Juan Soto admitting about the quitting stuff when they get down in games. Josh Hader, are we in the playoff race? Like, just the mentality on this team, I feel like it needs to change. Especially, like Ha-Seong Kim, let's say that he was in this position. He hadn't gotten paid yet, and he doesn't want to move off of shortstop or doesn't want to move off of second base, and the Padres want him to move to a different spot. Maybe he'd be willing to do that because it's a different personality, but I would understand that because he doesn't want to lower his value, maybe, by moving to another position, right? But like Xander Bogaerts, again, he's gotten the money, $280 million that he has gotten. And he's saying, I don't want that. And by the way, him saying you start going to the corners, you're closer to the bench. I don't want to be too quick going to first. Dude, you're here for the next 10 years. You think that the Padres are going to put you on the bench in 2024 or 2025. I totally don't believe in that. Like, you could point to Miguel Cabrera. He played first, then he was DHing and wasn't in the lineup every day at the very end of his career here. But Bogaerts, dude, you're here for the next decade. You think the Padres are going to stop playing you? You're going to go to the bench after playing first base here? Like, come on. That's not going to happen. Do you see how much leash they gave Eric Hosmer here? Maybe do your research on that, Xander. Like, they gave Eric Hosmer a lot of leash to keep being in that lineup. They're going to have Xander Bogaerts in the lineup. It's all right, dude. You don't have to worry about being on the bench in year 2 of a more than a decade long contract. You're good. Just, you have your money. Do what's best for the team. I get it. I get it if he didn't have the money, but you have the money. Don't you want to try to go win a World Series, do something that's never been done for this organization? Like, I just want that collective buy-in next season from this Padres team. Yeah, yes, coach. I'll do whatever. Yes, skipper. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I want to help this team win. I want the Nick Martinez, the Nick Martinez mentality, the Jake Cronenworth mentality. I want that more on this Padres team with some of these guys. And I'm just not seeing enough of that. Didn't see enough of that this season. And so, yeah, that pisses me off. And again, I understand Xander Bogaerts. Like, he's so familiar with shortstop. He thinks he's still a good shortstop. And I think he is a pretty solid shortstop. If he has a better year offensively next year, yeah, he's one of the better shortstops probably in baseball. I still think that. Some might disagree, but I still think that. But it's just like, man, who cares where you play? Who cares? Okay, it's going to take some time to get used to that position. You're probably going to have to play that position at some point here. So why not do it now when you have your money? And these are the best years to go win a championship. So shouldn't you, like, out of all years, shouldn't you be willing to move positions as long as that increases your team's chances of winning?